my belt and I'm continuing.
All right.
Absolutely.
Are we good? Are we good? Hit the like button. Boop, 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 boop. Boop.
I'm very happy to be here.
Boom.
But despite what everybody said, I was so happy to go to 8 rounds. That everybody knows I can knock somebody out. That everybody knows I can go 8 rounds and 10 rounds. And that's what I'm more grateful for now than anything. And no knockers don't mean nothing. You got to be able to go the distance. That's fighting.
Everybody has a plan until they get hit. You got hit. And how did it affect you?
I went to plan B. I hit him back.
Roy.
All right.
Or did you get dissatisfied?
It is not a draw. I'm very upset about that. Tyson won this thing outright.
Everybody loves Mike. I love Mike too, but it's something to take the punches and everything from Mike. So now I go talk to my family, see how they feel about it. They thought they enjoy what they saw. Yeah, if we want to do it again, we'll come back and do it again. But me, like I said, Pensacola in the house. I want to thank everybody that helped me out. Big Al, Tom, Wop, Russ, everybody on my team, Jim Foster. I mean, so many people, everybody in Pensacola in the house still. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank the whole world for tuning in, especially my Russian citizens, my Russian people. I'm going to say thank you to everybody who gave us.
Well, Vinny Pazienza was on drugs for giving Roy Jones any of the rounds.
A lot of people were afraid, Roy, you might get hurt tonight. Were you really afraid in the back of your head that something could happen that might have put you in peril?
Man, there was no way.
20 years. He got fighting for 3 years. I'm afraid I might get. Why nobody care about my ass? 15 years. He stopped fighting 3 years ago, and everybody worried about his ass. Nobody thinks it's going to fall. I haven't did this in 15, 16 years. I'm not a giant. I'm a beginner.
Did he ever hurt you tonight?
Well, listen, he surprised me with the hook. He hit me with a hook, a good hook. Yes, it did hurt.
And back to the question. Were you afraid of being in peril?
Ain't nobody worried about me. Ain't nobody worried about me. I ain't fought in 15 years. This dude ain't fought 3 years ago.
I'm game. I go to the end. When I put these on, it's a wrap. Take me on the stretcher.
Final thought. Would you do this in a non-exhibition circumstance if you could get a license?
No, I'm going to do this. This is bigger than fighting for, winning the championship. We're humanitarians. We're helping people. That's bigger. I'm into that now. And I like to thank Magic Mike, Jet, Ron.
All right. Let's get it.
Mike, thank you. Enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, but Nate let me down tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. So I had to give a tribute to Kobe because
I mean,
was my latest greatest. Michael Jordan.
That was amazing. So
everybody's good. So I just enjoy sports, man.
I enjoyed it for the entertainment purposes. If you're here in the chat, I want to say thank you guys for showing up. We finna give the whole breakdown on what went down tonight. Don't forget to hit the like button. Press that like button. Let's get to it like we do it.
Thanks again to Mike and Roy for a great night.
Mike Tyson came out tonight and looked like he was in shape, condition-wise, better than I ever thought he would be. Now, Badu Jack won in a slaughter. Like I said, hit the like button, folks, coming through the door. Roy wouldn't have been standing. Had the referee been a referee, this thing would have been over. Now, Mike Tyson, Snoop, they're all part owners of Triller. There's a lot of people that owns the streaming service, Triller. So this is Mike Tyson's league and everything, and by it being an exhibition, they wanted to set it up that way. So Tyson, his wife, everybody else, they was promoting this thing. Mike getting about 10 million off this. You had 2 real fights. 2, 3 real fights. They was good, you know. Jack did his thing. And then Nate Robinson got just humiliated. I mean, he fought like a guy that didn't have a boxing trainer at all. Nate just, he was smothering his own work. He was fighting like somebody who'd been in the ring for the very first time. He came right in the ring, and once he got in the ring, the whole thing was, we're gonna, you know, do jabs and all this stuff and keep it right there and keep it right in the center. He kept smothering his own work. He kept going in strong, grabbing him and tussling and wrestling with him. But I'm like, wait a minute, you doing all that? That's gonna mess you up. You got to relax a little and let the fight kind of come to you. So that was part of the problem. Why did Nate make the fight? Nate felt like he needed to make the fight because he needed to do something. Nate lost a lot of brothers' money tonight. Now, oh yeah, man, hit the like button. All of you guys, hit the like button. Absolutely. No, the main problem of the whole night was the fact that they kept changing the whole tactics, everything. They kept changing it every single time. It became ridiculous. They changed everything. Oh, definitely. You see, the problem was for Nate is whoever trained him, they basically didn't train him. He came down to a straight shot, straight line. He never came on an angle. He just smothered his own damn work. It was embarrassing. It really was. It was embarrassing. No, he made Jake look good because all Jake was doing was looping the right hand when Nate comes in wild. Nate is the shorter guy. All he got to do is loop it over. He's going to catch Nate. Nate's going down. Any other type of fight, you put him in there with the KP9 guy, KP9 might knock out Jake. One shot. Boom. Right, Nate made people look bad. Nate needed another fight. He needed a smaller fight or some, but whoever trained him, they definitely didn't train him right. I'm like, what sparring did you do? Because this was not right at all. Nate Hood pass is revoked until further notice. It was bad, bruh. it was bad. I don't want to see Roy back in the ring ever for nothing. He's done. Like Roy is done. I mean, nothing's there anymore. It's all gone. And just like the guy who was holding on yesterday, talking about, man, you better go live. Where you at, G Wiz? Where you at? I told you, man. Roy, you holding on to Superman Roy Jones from like 98. That guy is gone. He's in a whole new state now. I mean, he finna go back to turtle raising, pig raising, dog raising, go back to the farm. Cause man, oh man. I don't know how much they paid Roy. I know Mike was getting about 10 million just for doing it. But what was surprising when the fight first started, you know Mike was going to come out aggressive. So when Mike came out, he hit Roy with the first shot he hit him with was a left. Once he hit him with that left, I wanted to see how Roy was going to respond. Roy was moving out of the way and doing so much movement. Mike kept his poise. Mike stayed grounded. Mike kept his position and did not expose himself. He didn't give up his position. He said, I'm going to keep the fight right here, and this is where we're going to engage. So he didn't go for any Roy tricks. Like Roy was trying to make him and bait him and see if Mike was going to chase and be extra aggressive. Mike was patient. And the fact is, when Roy did stop, or when he thought Roy was going to commit, that's when Mike would go in. Boom. He was attacking at the right times, and he did it early, which was very surprising for Mike. Like, he saw a lot of traps that Roy was setting, and he thought he was going to catch Mike with. So Roy knew, I got to tire Mike out and let him slow down. And then after 2-3 rounds, then I can start turning it on. So this was his strategy. Cut Mike's punches down to 1, tie him up, and try to put my weight on him and see how that works with Mike. But what we saw is at the end of round 1 even, he was huffing and puffing. He was out of breath. He couldn't even breathe. He was, oh man, I can't do it. And I'm like, man, this dude was out of breath. He was weeble wobbling to the corner after 1 round. After round 2, I was like, they gonna have to revive him. He ain't gonna make it to 8. The referee carried Roy Jones. He let Roy Jones tie up Mike Tyson and hold Mike Tyson for about 30 seconds of a round. I'm like, what is you doing? Referee, get in there and break him up. Roy looked like he trained for about 1 week. Roy looked like he took the fight on 1 week, figured it was just a small exhibition. You know, I'm like, dude, this Mike Tyson you talking about. Tyson finna come in there and try to take your head off. And for 54 years of age, Tyson was not winded. He wasn't breathing heavy at all. And it was a lot of tying up in the ring and moving around. Mike was still there. Oh, Roy got 3 million? Okay. Well, that's a good night for Roy. Shoot, I wonder why he came in there. Like my boy said, he was like, Roy came for the bag. Roy came to get the bag. And that's exactly what he got, the bag. Oh yeah, the money gonna be there. If this was your first time here, don't forget to subscribe to the page. Hit that notification bell. Now, Mike wasn't huffing and puffing at all, bro. Right. They need to do one, put me on the card against LeBron James. Let's get it. We'll do it. Triller, call him up. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Get them gloves. Let's get it. Everybody want to know what happened to Nate. He lost the church's money. He lost my doggone money. Nate lost everybody's money. Everybody bet on Nate. We was like, Nate, man, dude, my boy hit me up on the phone. Man, Nate gonna get that white boy. That white boy gonna sleep and watch when Nate hit him, baby. Come on, Nate. Nate in shape. I'm like, all right, let's go, Nate. Soon as the first round went, I'm like, man, Nate too wild. Slow down, Nate. Next thing you know, boof. Oh, Nate's on the ground. I'm like, Nate got hit behind the head. I said, Nate got hit behind the head. Oh, Nate didn't give up, Kev. I mean, Nate got hit behind the head, he thought, but he got hit right on the side of the ear. But he wasn't thinking defensively at all. I don't know who trained him, but they failed completely. It probably was LeBron's fault. LeBron probably was in there. Let me hold the pads. Come on, Nate. Do that little slip thing. Yeah, get in there. See, you got to get close to him, Nate. Oh, you got this, Nate. Training with LeBron, you need some boxing trainers in there, Nate. Shoot, you cost everybody money. Shoot. Nate didn't quit. He could have, if he wanted to quit, he could have stayed down. Nate got up and got knocked down again. Same punch, right behind the ear. Poof. He fell down. Then he got back up. He was dazed. And then the next one caught him right on the chin. Bip! Nate was asleep. Now they want to do Carcino and Carcino. Whoa! What they just do to me? You see what they did? Did you see what they just did? You see what they did to your boy? That was some old LeBron-ish right there. You see what happened? Did you see what happened? They saw I had about 1,300, 1,400 people in the chat. They said, who is this guy? Let's shut it down. That's exactly what they did. You see how dirty that was? Soon as we talked about that old man Bron, they came and pulled the plug. They saw how many people we had online and came right in with the sabotage. Right in with it. It's dirty as the South, buddy. Dirty as the South. All of a sudden, I mean, the whole PC got shut down. Mike wasn't holding back. Mike was trying to bring it, but when he got tied up, he didn't let himself get drawn out of it. Mike didn't let himself get worn out. Yeah, him and Adam Silver slip over here trying to ruin my page yet again. No, I was amazed at the fact that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones was able to do this fight. One. Two, I was amazed at the fact that Mike Tyson was able to do things that I didn't think he could do. Like when Roy, but then again, Roy was who he was. But when Roy was setting traps for Mike, Mike was surprising me that he was able to see him and make adjustments to him. And his reflexes were quicker than Roy's, which was shocking. At 54 years of age, Mike's reflexes were quicker than Roy's. Mike didn't waste a lot of energy trying to cut the ring off. The ring was small. It was like an 18 by 18 ring. So Mike didn't have that far to go to cut him off. Now, if this was a super long, big ring, ain't no way Mike would have caught. But Mike had a small distance to cover. When Roy tried to do his little weave back and forth and then rotate out, Mike could just take 2 steps and cut him right off. Roy was gassed because he didn't train for this fight, really. Roy spent some time doing some head bobbing. Roy didn't spend a lot of time in the gym training and preparing for the fight. But they called the fight a draw, which wasn't a draw. Tyson won every round. But it is what they want to call it. I thought somebody said something. I know Tyson ain't, that's what I'm saying. He ain't fought in 15 years. Like, why ain't nobody worried about me? What's up, Detroit T?
What up from the D? Man, that was a great little fight, man. Salute to Mike.
Yeah. Mike did some impressive things.
Man, yeah, you see that one good shot he gave Roy, man. That's when Roy started huffing and puffing, man. He gave him a good shot right to the front of that belly, man. He was looking like Damon Wayans in Great White Hype, man.
Yeah, it was.
Salute to Roy Jones for not collapsing in the ring, because I was like, dog, he's getting tired, bro. Like, he's really,
man,
like after round 4, he was looking like done.
My man was way beyond that.
Man, he was trying to do his little footwork dance, and he was doing all that dancing around the ring and winning himself out.
Roy
kept
the body shots taking a toll on him.
Yeah, Roy kept holding him, man, because Tyson started getting that combination going. It was over after that.
He was hurt right now, getting knocked out.
He
wasn't letting him fight though. He
didn't want to hold him too long because Mike was going for them ribs. He was tearing them ribs up.
Yeah,
Mike was going for the ribs.
Snoop had me rolling. Snoop was, man, get up out of there, man.
Right.
Get up off the grill, man.
Run for your life.
Right.
Hey, because Mike was throwing them. Mike was throwing them.
Oh man,
Mike was throwing them. Hey, man,
he was throwing them with bad intentions, man.
Okay, so
Mike
I
was
got a
mad that the
question
fight
for
ended.
like everybody. Then, like, all right, like we all know the outcome was a tie. Like, did y'all like feel like y'all was robbed from this fight overall? Like there was like no winner.
No, I enjoyed it. I haven't seen Mike fight 15 years. I forgot what it. I forgot what a Mike fight builds. You know what I'm saying? Like that aura, that in the air. He just bring that every fight. It don't matter.
It was
like
when Nate got knocked out. When Nate got knocked out, he was like, "Oh, he'll be all right, man. He from the hood."
Hey, Chino. You know, when you did the stream earlier, my pay-per-view was a little ahead of yours. So while I was watching it, I'm sitting there watching Nate get knocked out. I'm like, oh my God.
The internet already got it. They already made a meme about it.
You know what? You know how you pause it and you go do something, you come back and hit play.
Okay.
Delay.
They already
What's going on? Like everybody
Did you see the meme with Nate Robinson? Did you see the meme with Nate Robinson?
I didn't want to ruin it for you, Dad.
Yeah, they've been memeing for like a good 3 hours.
Apollo Creed or Ricky or Nate. We gotta choose.
If he dies. He dies.
Nah, they did Nate dirty. They put the caption of like Martin Lawrence getting beat up by Tommy Hearns. I was like,
that's like that. That's like that.
It was a great fight though. For real. Mike still got it.
Yeah,
Mike still got it.
Yeah, he still got it.
Yeah, Mike surprised me that he was in better condition.
Yeah. I've been watching him on social. I told you.
Oh yeah. Fundamentals are still there about Paul.
That's why I was like, for like
man,
years.
but see, I done seen a couple of his podcasts. Like he been talking about like all last year. He was talking about getting back into the ring, and he was getting that itch back. He was getting that itch back.
I got one question for you, Cino.
Shannon Briggs, Shannon would take.
Mike lost some other. Cino, I got one question for you. Cino, I got one question for you.
Go ahead.
Who is Snoop Dogg's agent? Because this man just does everything.
I did that video already. That's what you must be talking about.
Yeah. Now I know you made the video, but
right, that's what
this man be on everything.
Snoop is a part owner of Triller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
wanted okay.
Oh, really? And the fight was in LA, so it makes perfect sense why they got Snoop.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
You know, Snoop gonna get his bread. You know, that's one thing about him. Snoop was out there dropping like it's hard.
Everybody was smoking.
Hey man, but
I'm like, this is the Uncut BT Awards.
And they had like 2 legendary rappers there, and them dudes came out to their own songs.
Right.
Tragic.
Old uncles.
Yeah.
Yo, the fight was fixed. But it was a good fight, man. It was a good fight. I go.
They let Roy
Jones look bad, man. He was out of shape, man.
But
he don't need to do no more.
Yeah, he was.
My man last night was talking about he gonna be jumping all over the room.
Now, one
I'm
thing
like, man, you gonna have to catch up.
One thing I will say, you hit him with a left hook, though. That left hook is nice. That left hook to Tyson is nice.
Right. Be quiet.
Make sure you go live.
Tyson was gonna get that car. He had that combination going. That boy wrapped up with him so fast. Like, come here.
Right.
I didn't know it was going to be
Mike.
draw.
Right.
Don't do it, Mike.
Don't do it. Yo, I ain't gonna front, yo. I ain't gonna front, but it make me proud.
Like in the 5th or the 6th round, like Roy tried to let his hands go for a minute,
Yeah.
and then Mike hit him once. He was like, "Oh, I ain't trying that again." My bad.
Roy got it with the left, and then Roy got it with the left, and then
Yeah,
Mike
Roy got it with a nice left, but Mike
that man might be
Hey, speaking of a nice left, that was a nice left Buddy did on Suleiman when Suleiman got knocked out. When Buddy hit him with a nice left, I mean,
To the body.
Yo,
I like what they did, man. I like the way they did this. I like the way they.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a nice little thing, you know. It's nice. It's nice.
Was good.
You know,
Yeah,
even with all like the hip hop.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Mike made the fight. If Mike came in sloppy like Roy Jones, it wouldn't have been good. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike was electric. Mike was electric tonight. He had it.
He lived up to the name. Definitely lived up. He's 50-something years old, still got it, man. And you can see the pop.
After 15 years, Mike came in there, the way his footwork was and the way he was coming with them combinations, and he was hitting them in the ribs when they wrapped up. He was dodging the hooks, man. Man, like
the only thing that Tyson was lacking,
it had the way he was cutting Roy Jones off, the way he was cutting him off in the ring, with the way with the footwork.
Was supposed to perform tonight.
Yeah, he was.
Oh man,
I was looking for Lil Wayne.
I remember saying that.
Tonight. And they just said Lil Wayne didn't make the plane. He didn't get on the plane. They don't know why. So they had to get a replacement for him to come in at the last minute and do the show. So I don't know if Snoop performance was supposed to happen or not. But
no,
maybe
Snoop was not supposed to perform that night. Snoop was not supposed. It was supposed to be Wayne tonight.
Right. Because I know
I've seen it on French Montana's Instagram who was supposed to perform. Snoop wasn't on there.
Like, but I ain't got front. But it was a good pick. It was a good pick.
It's all right.
It was a good.
It was Snoop. It was all right.
I just want to know what happened with Wayne because everything.
Where is Wayne? That is a question though. Where is he?
He didn't get on the plane, so something happened.
Yeah, because
you know Wayne don't need to be missing no
bad. Donald Trump, you know what Wayne is at.
He said his last two dreadlocks.
That man was dealing that gun charge.
Oh my god! But I go front. But yo, those two icons.
I'm staying home.
It made me proud, son. It made me proud. It made me.
I'm staying home. I'm staying home. How you go?
I ain't gonna. I got nostalgia.
Y'all tripping.
So who's gonna be in the next fight? Who's in the next one?
They don't even know
Tyson?
Okay.
Right. They don't know yet.
Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Can we please see that? Because I just need.
Oh,
I
man.
need one of them brothers get knocked
Oh,
out.
man.
Logan
Paul
supposed
was
to fight
terrible
Floyd
too.
at the end of the year, around New Year.
Right.
So they're gonna do that fight, and Floyd and Logan Paul. People gonna pay for that. But but this is here's the thing. Everybody and their mama ordered this fight tonight.
Yeah.
Mike is a draw.
And
it's a draw. It broke
and
records.
that was the thing. It's Roy Jones and Mike, and people paid their money $50. Now, in a week, next weekend is Errol Spence and Danny Garcia on pay-per-view. Right now, who gonna pay for that now?
Nobody.
You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. Fights that's supposed to be on regular cable. People trying to put it on pay-per-view. This is what Bob Aaron was talking about. That's gonna mess up the game for everybody.
Right.
Because they was like, man, we gave y'all Terrence Crawford and Kell Brook for free on ESPN because these fights, the mega fights supposed to be on pay-per-view, not these little fights like Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. That shit shouldn't be no pay-per-view.
No. Right.
No.
I ain't got front.
I ain't gonna lie.
But I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie, I got my $15 ready for my boy's crib next week. Yo, here's your $15. I'm gonna watch the fight at his crib next week.
Okay, yeah, y'all can give y'all money together.
I know that, but yo, it's like the $750 for the fight and $750 for
It's the principle. It's like we don't get the good fights all the time in boxing, man.
No, that's because y'all people keep supporting the garbage. Like the Charlo brothers, they put the pay-per-view together and charge $70. Who gonna pay $70
to see the Charlo? I don't support nothing. After I seen that one fight where he had the water bottle mixed up in the one fight, I never watched him ever again. Never again. That was it.
Right.
And the way the explanation was just bad, but I ain't like that. I don't like that.
Exactly. But I'm like, they ain't fight nobody for you to charge $70 for. And what PBC doing is like, we ain't finna put up no money. They saying we gonna just get the money from the people and pay y'all. So they was like, look, that's where y'all salary gonna come from. Whatever they do on pay-per-view, we're gonna just put y'all out there in the ring, we're gonna put it on pay-per-view. I'm like, dude, you keep doing that, and you keep ripping people off, they ain't gonna buy your stuff down the road.
Exactly.
When you do,
so you keep that up, ain't nobody gonna buy no fights from you, and this is gonna mess up the pay-per-view game when it's a real fight. People gonna be like, man, I just got ordered to fight 2 weeks ago. People ain't got money to be throwing around like that. And now they ordered this fight because this is an event.
Is Bud Crawford still gonna be with Top Rank? Because I'm hearing people saying
When I talk with Aaron, he's going over.
Okay.
Stay right where he at. But the thing is, he gonna just work with Todd.
Okay.
So I understood when I talked with Bob, when I did the interview with Bob, I was like, man, when we talked,
that was a great interview too.
Appreciate that.
That was a great interview.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so we was talking again, like off the air, and man, he was just saying like Bomac still lying. He's like, just do it. He's like, that's why I can't do it, dude. Keep lying, man. I can't deal with nobody keep lying like that. And they was like, man, what'd he do? And I was like, dude, just straight up keep lying. And he was like, well, tell Bomac. He's like, Bomac went and lied and said that, oh, they Top Rank released all that stuff. And he told that to Bud. And they was like, what? He's like, because I'm like, that don't make no sense. Why would they allow that to happen? That would never happen in a million years. I'm like, I got contracts with Top Rank for fighters and stuff that we tried to get done, deals that didn't even go through. That we already got signed contracts, the deal just didn't go through. But I'm like, I never even put those paperworks out there. But I'm like, I got contracts with certain people that I signed and I was representing them. If they got hired by Top Rank, I get paid. So I'm like, I get paid as long as they at Top Rank. So I'm like, I got contracts, the lawyers, all the signatures, all the paperwork, but you don't show them. I didn't ever had an NDA on it. I think I automatically assumed I did because I'm like, in business, you can't just show all the contracts and everything else. Even the emails come encrypted. So I'm like, man, you couldn't even, you know you shouldn't be showing that. I mean, why would he give all that information to that guy?
Right.
And I'm like, dude, you giving it to this guy public, showing all the contracts and statements and all that. I'm like, dude, you hurting Terrence.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's hurting him. Because like he said, Terrence is great. Me and him never had no problems. But now he's like, I don't even want to deal with the team. Nothing. I mean, Bob blew up. Bob was like, I just lost.
He sounded mad. He sounded real mad. And he still was in the convoy.
He was mad as hell.
He was in the convoy. That's when you know somebody upset. They in the convoy and still upset.
Yeah, but they finna do the fight with Manny Pacquiao. They gonna do it in Qatar. Cause he finna make so much money fighting Manny that they know they ain't finna blow that bag.
Right.
They're not gonna blow that bag.
When that fight is?
That's in India.
I think
like near Saudi Arabia.
No.
Yeah, somewhere over there. Middle East somewhere.
Yeah,
that's gonna be $100 million fight, huh?
Yeah.
That's gonna be $100 million fight, huh?
Yeah, it got my money. It got my money.
That's Saudi money.
I'm paying for that.
I'm paying for Crawford, man.
Pacquiao versus
that's what's up, man.
Can he be?
I want to
Can
see
he
him.
stop
Spence
maybe
still,
Pacquiao?
man. Him and
Bud
Spence
stops
need to
everybody.
fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
right.
Bud. I'm like, look, Bud get in the ring, he's stopping people. Bud
Mhm.
has stopped 9 people straight, and he ain't even a welterweight.
That's Nebraska
Stopping
cornfed.
guys ain't never been stopped.
Man, I still want to see Bud and Spence, man. F all this, man. We need them two.
I would love to see it next, and that's the thing. Bud want to do it, and you know, Errol want to do it. But the thing is we don't know what Errol Spence we gonna see yet. You know, this man just fell out of a car going 80 miles an hour.
Yeah,
you know, most people died when that happened. You know, the fact that he's still alive is a blessing. That he ain't break nothing or nothing. He just by God's grace.
No,
he's
God
okay.
saved. God saved him. He was supposed to be gone. Hell no, 80 miles per hour. And you fly out the window. You supposed to be gone.
So now, hopefully, he gonna get himself together. Because right before that, right before the day before, I think I just did the video, and I was just talking about him being an alcoholic. We was just talking about that. And the next thing you know, he was in a car accident right after it. And I was like, see, this dude, that's why I was like, he can't, this is the only reason he wouldn't beat Terrence Crawford. I was like, one, he drinks. Terrence can do multiple things. He could switch. If something ain't working, Bud could switch to something else. Errol has never had to do that. Errol's an adaptable fighter, but he's flat-footed. His footwork is slow. And Sean Porter outworked him and beat him the spots in the ring.
And Errol takes a long time to get going. Like he takes a real long time to get going. Like he'll start off real slow.
It depends on who he's in the ring.
Sometimes.
See, when they brought him up, he was at 154 and he was getting his bell rung. So he had to go down to 147. And when he was fighting at 147, they knew how to bring him up. They was like, we got to keep this guy in the ring with smaller guys. And let him beat up on small dudes. That's why all his fights, he ain't fought nobody. I'm like, dude, Errol, PBC do a great job promoting. And I was like, dude, they do a great job because people don't even realize they ain't fought nobody. I'm like, Errol Spence ain't fought nobody. Prince Al Fury, Mikey Garcia, Kell Brook was the only guy he fought after he got broken up by Triple G. That way he got broke up by Triple G, just had eye surgery. He wasn't even recovered.
Right.
And now all of a sudden you throwing him in the ring with Errol Spence. What's in the Eddie Hearn told him to just vacate the title. He was like, man, just vacate it. We'll go to 54. You ain't got to kill yourself. Come all the way down to 47, but he couldn't turn down that money.
Yeah.
He had to take that bag.
Yeah, need that bag.
Yeah.
So they that was Errol Spence accident was alcohol related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had just left the club.
Oh man,
he just left the club, and he was by himself. Thank God he dropped the chick off, and he was going down. And where he was at that ramp is a speed bump, and he hit that speed bump, and that's what threw his car because he was going too fast, and he hit that speed bump. Boom, and he was through his car and just flipped the whole car over. At the speed he was going, he forgot it's a speed bump right at the end of that ramp.
Like you say, lucky to be alive.
Yeah, because he ain't have on no seatbelt either. But here's the thing: if he had the seatbelt on, he probably been dead where the car ended up.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, I seen that car. The car is terrible, man. Like it's one of them things you don't expect people to walk away from that.
Right, and I knew Sean Porter was gonna give him the fight, but they put him in there with Sean because they thought this is the greatest fight for Errol because this guy he's gonna come right towards Errol, and Errol can do what he got to do. And what they found out is that Sean and Errol is a lot. And that's the worst type of fight for Errol because he gonna be a dog on him. And Errol couldn't breathe at first. Then he rocked Errol and dazed him. And I was like, oh, here we go. And he burnt himself out. And Errol was able to adjust and start working him over with the left hooks and hit the angle. He got his rhythm going. And Porter's not a boxer. This guy can't box.
Yeah, he's a football player, dog.
Right. Now, if you put Errol in there with Ugas, Now you got a fight on your hands.
Yeah, Ugas. I like you. You put me on the Ugas. I like Ugas. Ugas straight.
Yeah, because he whooped Sean, and I was like, man, he whooped Sean. They finna rob.
He did. He beat Sean up. Sean was getting tagged the whole night.
Yeah.
That boy got no defense at all.
None. His defense is his face. He got beat up out of the Mayweather gym.
They playing that day.
He was in the Mayweather's gym. His father coming there, Kenny, trying to tell everybody what to do. Yeah, come on, Sean. No, we got this. They were trying to help him. No, we got it. Come on, Sean. He's like, man, you're going to get this kid killed, man. Got him fighting, man. That's the way you got this. He ain't moving his head. He's just walking right into punches. You got this boy walking right in the shot. So they knew what they had with Sean. They kept putting Sean in there with small people. Go on in there and fight Paulie Malignaggi. Fight all these little bitty dudes. I'm like, dude, Sean is going to bull rush all them. Zab, Judah, any of them small, they put in there with Sean Porter. He's just going to run them all down. And I'm like, that's PBC thing. I'm like, dude, you ain't going to fool me with it. And I'm like, Danny Garcia's too small. The only two people he lost to is Sean and Keith Thurman. Why? Because they too big. Them 154 fighters coming to 147. He really a 140. So that's it. He's a 140 fighter. And that's why I'm like, Danny now, he said he's been working on his strength and all that. It's not about you getting stronger. It's about them being able to take your punches because you smaller. And you can't take what they dishing out. So, and I'm like, Danny, I give him credit, but Danny's too slow. He's flat-footed. And he just what they feed in the arrow. He perfect. 140 fighter coming up to 147. Then at 147, small welterweight. Let's put him in there with Errol so Errol can look good. But now we gotta find out what Errol gonna look like since the accident. Is he still gonna be the same Errol Spence?
Man, why Badu Jack couldn't put that white boy down, man?
That's Badu's problem right there. He can't never finish nothing. He'll have a guy hurt, dead to rights, and can't get rid of. I'm like, oh, what is wrong? This is how you be getting robbed on the cars.
Put him away, man.
He ain't supposed to go to no cards.
Yeah, man. Put him away.
He threw a lot of body punches too. He landed a lot of body punches.
Yeah, man, he hit him in his head. He hit him wherever. He was punching him right through his gloves. Like, my man didn't have no defense. He was just taking shots to the face.
My man, I was like sticking way out the here.
I'm
like, your head was so. Like, dude, you can't.
Like raw man. Raw man.
He should have finished him though. He should have finished him. Yeah, it should have never went the distance.
Yeah, it should have never went that far. He should have been out of there.
Right.
Now, the other fight they had on, I'm like, man, dude, they making that guy sound like he was the next greatest thing on earth. The dude who beat the guy, the African dude, I forgot his name, man. They was making him sound like he was outstanding. I'm like, he winning some rounds.
The African dude bloodied him up. His nose was bleeding at the end of the fight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The African dude hit him with some shots. He was showboating.
Yeah.
He looked like he was 30 pounds bigger than African.
Oh, you talking about the
he was.
Or was that the second?
And he didn't. And he was trying to be. He was trying to be the Roy Jones with no Roy Jones, man. Like, all right, you go ahead and you keep your hands down with the wrong one, dog. You're done, dog, because you're not sweet.
Like, man, they make him sound like. I mean, he missed like 3 punches in a row, and then this announcer, oh, look at him, man, he's so upset and fighting. I'm like, he didn't land the damn punch.
He missed
one. But I got front put it on mute, man. As much as he was fighting.
Yeah, them dudes, they was capping a little bit in there, man.
Yeah, they had a new guy in there. Who's the new black guy? Like, I guess he's like a new guy that's there training or whatever.
Oh yeah, and they got
the dude on the end.
UFC champ was up there, baby.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo, I want to know who Tyson's gonna fight next, yo. The exhibition.
Nobody.
Yo, Urgent Great said, yo, Tyson, you want to fight a real fight? Tyson said, nah, it's way better. I like the exhibition. It's way better.
See that? But they gotta be careful, man, because they gotta watch out for people just taking the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes better come in shape, man. Like, that'll kill the thing before it's.
You gonna get hurt.
Yeah, that's true too.
Trying to take the bag.
Y'all know that, right?
I mean, if you see Garcino in the ring with Mike Tyson, know one thing: don't bet on me.
If you put me in the ring with Mike, my gun will be with me.
Yo, he might break the bullet. Shoot,
he might break the bullet. Like,
I'm like, don't bet on me, but I'm like, I ain't going out like no punk. I'm at least crack like a good one.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be like that game, with Tyson and Lil Mac.
Yo,
he gonna feign at me, and I'm just gonna hit the flow. Like, where's my check?
Get a reaction out of him. I'm gonna just dip, hit, boom. I got him.
It's either gonna be Little Mac from Punch Out, from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Y'all gonna know that Troy was capping for Mike, but not really though.
Yo, you know the crazy thing, yo, about the
woke up like, I got him though. Did I hit him?
I love this from an entertainment value, but like from all the comments I've been seeing, like a lot of people just like some people are mad like they didn't throw enough. I'm like, y'all gotta realize like these dudes.
They 50s, yeah,
like,
man. They 50s.
Man, Roy walked out there like he was.
But Roy was looking crazy though.
Roy walked out there like he was looking for his car at the restaurant.
Roy was just shot. You know, I'm like,
Roy was good at the round three.
Oh, shit. Yo,
Roy walked out there looking like, where my car at? Like he walked out the restaurant and shit.
Like he walked out the mall. Like he walked out the mall in the parking lot.
Yeah, looking for his car.
Exactly.
Had to remind
where's my car?
And they told him, man, boy, you want to get $3 million? Mike called him up.
Roy, where you going?
Roy walked out there. Roy had the
wait for me. Yo, wait for me. I'm coming.
Hey, Roy had the gallon shit, man, walking out there like Fred Sanford.
And Roy said, and they asked Roy, they was like reaching out because the fight was getting big, that Mike was coming back to the exhibition.
Okay, come on.
So it was gonna happen outside because of COVID. The New York wasn't approved of it. They were gonna put it outside in front of the Statue of Liberty, the Battle of Brooklyn. Both guys
Man, Roy walked out there like he had the gap.
On Liberty Island. On Liberty Island.
Liberty Island.
On the Staten Island, right? They was gonna put a ring outdoors, and they was gonna fight in the summertime.
Oh man!
And they was like, they had to shut it down. New
If
York,
they would have put a ring out on Liberty Island, that would have been nuts.
That would have been. Yo, the whole Brooklyn would be over there. Trust me.
I would have jumped on a boat. I would have jumped on a boat so fast to go over there.
Yeah, trust me. I would make sure.
That's the only way to get over there is a boat.
Yo, the boat, son. Jet ski boat, son. I'll rent me a jet ski boat.
Yeah, all the white people gonna be running out to the car. Honey. Oh, where does it come from?
Yo, trust me, I would have rent me a jet ski boat and fly my ass right over there.
Yeah, it was the Battle of Brooklyn. That was it. The Battle of Brooklyn, man. They had both guys from Brownsville, and they both was gonna get it in. So they were both gonna get it in right there in the ring and right there outside the Statue of Liberty on the island.
I ain't gonna front. There was that third fight. When I saw Nate Robinson come out on the Knicks colors, I'm like, oh man, yo, this guy's about to get knocked the fuck out, son. I'm like, yo.
Little did you know.
Yo, why you do
No, I didn't tell nobody, but
You didn't think that's possible.
I said speaking for me. Yo, speaking for me as a Knicks fan, even Snoop said like, yo, give this man some boxing shoes, man. Niggas, that's
in the first round, after the first round, he took like one he took like a good deep breath, and it was like, oh, this dude, he's done already. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew when he was huffing and puffing out. I mean, like the bad deep breaths after one round, dad. Like it's over.
But y'all people say,
Nate
we
Robinson
got
should have
Nate.
been in
But
more
me, I'm
shape
like,
than
with
Jake
me,
Paul
I'm
was.
going with the white
I
boy.
don't understand.
I feel like the white boy can get him.
Keeping Nate
But check this out.
He knocked his dreads loose.
Man,
he's the NBA
Nate walked out that motherfucker out. I'm finna break down what went wrong with Nate.
All right, just cuss words. We still live.
Right.
Stop smoking. Really?
Yeah,
stop smoking.
I got
okay, I got you, dog. I'm thinking we
stop cussing and stop
okay.
smoking. Yeah.
Okay.
Nate,
NBA
three-time dunk champion, son. Nate is a three-time NBA dunk champion, and he got dumped 3 times, man.
Hey, but you know what? This is what went wrong with Nate. This is what went wrong with Nasty Nate. Nasty Nate walked in there. First of all, he didn't know if he's a blood or a Crip. So that was one thing. He was confused
Is that
already.
Kennedy down there, man?
Yeah, he didn't know if he was gonna wear the dread wig or he was gonna do just a long face. So he went with the dread wig. So he already was confused. He got in the ring, dog. He got in the ring confused. And then when he got in there, I said, man, he's gonna be out of here. But I didn't know it was gonna be like that. No, this dude walked out of there. This is my thought. He was in the bathroom trying on that robe. He was trying on that robe and that wig to see what he was gonna walk out in. And he thought when he walked out the bathroom, he was gonna be walking and be like, how do you look? He actually walked in the ring, and then all he saw was this thing, and then he just it caught him. I don't think he knew he was in the ring. Look, Pop Smoke, little cousin, got knocked. He got hit, dog.
Don't throw that on Pop Smoke.
No, that was his little cousin.
Don't throw that on Pop Smoke.
They're from two different states.
Get knocked out.
Hey, man, that was
New York don't claim that dude.
Where's Nate from anyway?
Nate from
Seattle. Look, hey, this is just this. Hey, this happened. This very thing happened to Sticky Fingers about 20 years ago. Fingers talked all that junk. Got in there. Everybody knew he was about to beat this white boy up. Yeah. And he got knocked out.
Oh man, up the knee. Somebody got to do the knee with Sticky Fingers and Nate Robinson. Somebody got to do the side by side.
This Sticky, he a gangster rapper. You know what I'm saying? This is, Nate play basketball.
Basketball. They too different. You got one. They too different. You got one rapper.
But they fold laughing. His whole laughing Sticky got.
I don't believe no basketball player. I don't believe
that was hilarious.
No, they too different, man. You got one.
Like I just saw Nate. You ain't throwing no hands, bro.
They different. You got one rapper, one athlete. The similarity is they got beat by the white boys.
Sticky Fingers all cut up, all these muscles. Dude come in, he ain't even in shape. Dude, they got the drummer in the rock band just tearing him up. Boom, 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 boom.
Man.
Hey, that boy. Hey, that boy. I beat like that white boy dreads trying to come off his head, dog. His dreads were trying to get away from it. His hair was like,
I think there was another celebrity.
I guarantee you that that's like the best sleep Nate Robinson has had probably in a long time. That he was sweating out, his eyes was closed.
First, we need to check out Nate Robinson.
He had him a little pillow down there. He had his favorite blankie. He had his favorite blankie. His PJs. He was wearing his jersey to bed.
I knew my money was gone.
Oh my God. No, I know I want some money. I was like, yeah, that was.
Hold up.
Oh,
Who betted money on that? Who betted money on that Nate Rock? That Nate?
We need a
No, I
Nate.
bet money on Big Four. I bet money on Big
Where
Four.
Nate came from, dog. We need
Well,
to
a
see
lot
a
of brothers
Nate
lost
vibe.
their money tonight.
Some
We
nigga
lost our
from
money
over there.
Now, all y'all lost your money tonight. I won.
No, nobody
Get a
betted
nigga
on
off
the
the
tie.
spot.
Who betted on a? Who thought about betting on a tie on Roy and Tyson? Like,
Dog. They didn't even bet on each
Had
other.
my man in here yesterday who was in here swearing up and down Roy was gonna be dancing and
Yeah,
flashing.
I want to see him because he was talking mad cash.
Right, he was upset.
I was like, dude, I don't
He was
think Roy
upset.
gonna
he
do
talking
it,
about
bro.
Roy was
Like
the
we
greatest
didn't know
boxer
who
in the
Roy
world.
Jones
I was
was.
like, yo,
Man, yo, son, man,
Roy from the crib,
not my
but
Tyson.
Roy,
Yo, son, like you too fast
I'm
for Mike
like,
Tyson.
no,
Like,
Roy
dog, I
from the crib.
remember.
Ain't got no rap tonight.
Like, yo, son, y'all must have forgot. Like, yo, son, you must have forgot. Like, he made a song, y'all must have forgot. Like, yo, son,
Nah, man, he should have kept that song to
Yeah,
himself
Big
before the
Giz.
fight.
That was the name, Big Giz. Where's Big Giz at?
He said that he should have kept that song to himself. He
He
shouldn't
was
have
like,
played
make
that.
sure you go live after the. I'm like, we going live.
No, Roy Jones lost that, dog. I'm sorry. I ain't
My
seen
bad,
no
my
draw.
bad.
I'm sorry. He
Hey,
should
but Roy,
Look,
Roy
man, it's like I told him last night. Man, the last fight I saw Roy in, the dude knocked him through the ropes out the ring, dad. I mean, he was
what was that,
totally
like
out.
2002, 3, something like that?
He decided Roy decided he was gonna take a nap outside the ring. You know what I'm saying? Sleep.
Y'all sure that was Roy did knock that. That was devastating. That was devastating. Like watching Tommy Hearns, him and his curl fly out. Then he had a curl when he got knocked out the ring. Hearns, dog, I love that. I play that over.
I do.
Oh, the hell do you remember that?
Yeah.
When Hearns and the curl got knocked out the ring, dog, I don't know why it is, but I be wanting to go get fried chicken when I see that. That boy hit Tommy Hearns, dog. That Jerry, you know that fried chicken you get at the gas station, dog. He had that curl like he just left the club and got in the ring. Man, that boy hit that boy, man. I said, Lord Jesus, help.
And the
Nobody.
funny part about that is, again, dog, all the hustlers went out there. The dude, like the guy, white boy Rick, he was out there. They all went out there. All the hustlers from Detroit, they came out, dude. Like all the ballers, the big money men, they all threw the money down, and they was betting on Tommy. They went out there to go see Tommy Hearns. They was spending money all through Vegas, everything. Detroit went deep. And man, the fight was over in 3 rounds. They was, man, God, dog, Tommy. Dude, the whole team of Detroit was there so deep. Some of them got in the locker room with Tommy. And they was massaging his legs and everything. And man was still had to throw him out. He's like, man, what y'all massaging his legs for? Y'all gonna make
Y'all the bet the town on this man.
Yeah, he had the whole people they in there giving him massages. I mean, dude, he finna get in the ring and fight. What you doing?
Man, if I was them, I'd have had whoever.
So that's why Detroit went bankrupt. They bet everything on Tommy.
I want all
the whole house.
Dude, they lost their house.
The whole deal.
Still alive, bro.
Yeah.
When he fought Sugar Ray Leonard, they put their houses up.
Wow.
Dude, they got loans off their houses and went to Vegas to bet on Tommy. Does that?
I did hear about crazy bets like that back in the day. I'll be like, y'all was wilding.
If he had just held on and stayed away, he'd have won that fight too. You know what I'm saying?
He put on the cards. And then the thing is, man, people in Detroit they ain't got no type of like compassion. They was like, man, I lost my house betting on you, man. How do you bring that to somebody like that? Because
Tommy looking like I ain't saying
we still love Tommy, Dad. We still love Tommy Hearns.
Definitely. You know when I was in Detroit and we went down they saw us come down the aisle at the Mason Temple for the fight.
Masonic Temple, yeah.
Yeah, Masonic Temple. Man, we came down there. They saw me with Floyd and Tommy Hearns. They was like, it was somebody who followed me on YouTube. Was like, say no, what's up? I'm like, who is this dude? He was like, I told you my boy official. I'm like, but he was live. I'm
Hey,
like,
so was you there when he got knocked out the ring?
no, this was just a few years ago. He came to because what's his name was there? The dog. When he was the champ. That's when Ishe won.
Okay.
From
you be everywhere.
Shit, y'all remember when Bernard King got knocked out the ring?
K9.
Bernard Hopkins.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Bernard Hopkins.
My bad.
But y'all noticed everybody get knocked out the ring.
When B-Hop got knocked out, it was funny because B-Hop was doing that same little thing. He do that little trot. He was.
Yo, that boy did it perfect too, dog.
Yeah, that little B-Hop little trot, trying to save energy. You're like, yeah, I ain't gonna move that more. I'm just gonna do these little steps, these little tiny steps. Man, just get out of the ring.
Right.
So where do you put B-Hop all time, man? Where do you put B-Hop all time, Carson?
I can't even rank him that high because he ran from a lot of fights.
Who?
Oh, B-Hop.
Oh, yeah.
He never fought James Toney when he should have. He never fought nobody when he was supposed to. He only fought, like, if they was set up perfect for him to fight, he'll fight him. I'm going to let people know something that don't nobody even know.
That sounds like Floyd Mayweather.
Antonio Tava was drugged.
Oh, what?
Before he fought.
What?
B-Hop
was drugged.
He was drugged.
Yeah, he was drugged.
Now I'm gonna go into to tell you what happened. This comes from the mouth of Antonio Tava. He was telling me flat out what happened. He's like, I never ate food before from room service, and they brought me food right after the weigh-in from room service. He's like, it could have been the weight loss, you know, me taking the weight loss. He's like, it could have been that, but dog, he's like, no, I was asleep before he's like, right before the fight and everything else, I was asleep. He's like, I was that tired, I was in the back sleep. He's like, I just woke up 10 minutes for coming to the ring. He's like, I'm asleep with my gloves on. I'm sleep. Damn. He was like, I'm knocked out sleep. He was like, that's never happened to me in the history of my career. I've never been that tired. He said, dude, that food they gave me, whatever they did, Golden Boy, they did their thing. But he's like, I never brought it up. I never complained. But they drugged me. And he's like, I got drugged for that fight. I was like, wow.
Lose that fight.
Yeah. You know what? He was like,
yeah, because that's when he took off. Took off.
Xanax.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, they probably hit it with Zen. Yeah.
He had that B-Hop special.
I couldn't even get off nothing. He's like, I was just slow. He's like, I couldn't move. I was just done. And I was like, that's from Tava. I'm like, that's from Antonio Tava mouth. Nobody knows that yet. He's like, I ain't told nobody. He's like, I didn't know.
Man, that's a Patreon.
Yep.
Man, put that on the Patreon, man. That's wow.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, but I believe that these drugging these players and athletes, though, man. Cause
most definitely.
Yeah, dog. Cause they like, it's no way. Like, if you ever watch like the little series of like how they get hurt and stuff like that, some people act like they lost it.
Kelly Pavlik. That's what a lot of people don't know. Kelly Pavlik said the same thing when he fought Bernard. He said, "Man, I don't know, something's wrong." You know, he was like, "Man, something was wrong." And that's when Tava told me, he said, Kelly Pavlik went through the same thing as me. He's like, the same thing happened to Kelly Pavlik when he fought Bernard. I said,
was it just with Bernard or something?
Wow. Man, Bernard gave him that
same thing. So he was like, man, when he pulled off the upset on Pavlik and knocked out Pavlik and everything, I mean, when he beat Pavlik up and won the decision, he was like, the same thing happened to Kelly Pavlik. He was like, dude, Kelly Pavlik could not do anything. He's like, I don't even know what was going on. He's like, I felt like something was wrong. He didn't even know why. And he was like, they did the same thing to Pavlik. in public said, "Man, I don't even know what's wrong with my body."
I said that to the judge and both my baby mamas came.
B-Hop do sound like it could be a code name for a date rape drug.
Yep.
Yeah.
That B-Hop. That's all. That B-Hop, baby mama B-Hop. I told him straight up.
But they said, "What you get
So
fed
y'all
about?"
better be careful out there. Y'all might get that B-Hop, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
But
She don't even remember last night off the B-Hops, dad.
Hey,
man, the B-Hops got me. Oh, damn.
B-Hop always looks B-Hop
Another B-Hop, she loved me in the morning.
AT, you would tell your wife, I don't know how I ended up at her house, man. That B-Hop. You know what I'm saying?
Man, she put some B-Hop in my drink, man.
Yo, hear me?
We can hear you. MIA for a while. You been feeling all right?
No. I was zing with the fam. You know what I mean? I just got through watching the fight too.
Who y'all jump?
We ain't jumping B-Hop.
Who y'all jump outside?
No, we jumping B-Hop.
So wait a minute, what are we talking about now? I just got in. What are we? I heard Anthony Tarver got poisoned or something. What happened? I mean, Antonio Tarver.
He got that B-Hop. He got that new B-Hop.
Oh, you talking about headbutting?
Yeah, baby.
You talking about B-Hop headbutting?
Nah, somebody slipped him a B-Hop before his fight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about the movement, man.
Hey, don't say that because Balder's listening. He gonna use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
Nah, we just clowning, man. Talking about.
We talking about Nate getting knocked out.
Man, why Nate? Man, I feel bad for Nate Robinson, man.
Like a
that boy said he's talking about Nate getting knocked out, basically.
Yeah, LeBron James sitting there putting laughing emojis.
Being too tired. Like, what?
He
did not prep at all.
No, Stephen Curry.
See, when that fight happening, when you and LeBron, he was putting out laughing emoji with Nate Robinson.
No, Stephen Curry. No, Stephen Curry.
Hold on, LeBron put a laughing emoji on Nate Robinson? What?
No, Steph Curry was funny because Nate Robinson said, "I'm going to shock the world, bro." Then Steph Curry was like, "I see no lie."
I see no lie. I seen that.
I mean, Nate got
like, Stephen Curry,
it took him a while to get up.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp took a shot at the Knicks.
I mean, dude, Nate was being too doggone wild, man. Right. He ended up getting caught.
Man, he running like
he thought he was coming to a street fight.
He thought he was coming to a street fight.
No, man.
That man was playing corner.
He thought, I'm gonna take care of this like I take care of dudes in the street. Nah, bro.
No, man, that dude was not playing the street. He was
man, it was like doggone. It was like Nate was trying to doggone Goldberg spear Jake Paul. It looked like that.
Nate Robinson was trying to play quarterback.
Hey, check it out. Hey, fellas, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When Nate got knocked out, I thought about that Kevin Hart meme. No, he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
No. You need to learn some defense, man.
No, it was over. Once they did the meme with Martin, like remember when Martin took a break at the with the Tommy Hearns fight, he took like a break at the ropes, like I need the water and a toothpaste and a chicken.
No.
When they killing him, I'm like, bro.
When Nick got knocked out, I was looking at the trainer. I was like the Rocky one, like throw the damn towel. Like,
Shannon Sharp went hard. Shannon Sharp went hard. He said, "Told you." Shannon Sharp went hard. He said, "Told you not to take this fight." Plus, you was wearing Knicks colors. Yeah, this man Shannon Sharp went in like he said. He said, "Told you not to take this fight." Plus, you was wearing Knicks colors. What do you expect? What the fuck did you expect? What was gonna happen?
That's messed up. He thought he was in that tag team New Day, and he thought he was on WWE. He was
Zeno funny, man. Y'all see what he put right?
He forgot what sport he was in.
Funny, man.
Hey, not able to excel.
His ring entrance like he was in the WWE, dog. I'm telling you, I don't know, dog.
I'm telling you, man, dude, Nate Robinson was trying to Goldberg
Not
spear
able to
Jake
accept.
Paul.
That man, they Robinson.
Y'all all
He
got
hit
it
him
all
with an uppercut. I didn't see that
Nate,
uppercut.
no, y'all got it all wrong. Nate ain't
Nate
slept
was
well in
playing
about 2
football.
weeks. You know what I'm saying? He went to the fight specifically to get some sleep, Dad.
Right.
Specifically.
Yeah, man. Nate was having insomnia, man.
No, he
was having insomnia.
Good night sleep.
Nate was having insomnia. He needed help going to sleep.
No, that man was
My
snoring.
Tyson fans, they like. I'm like, dude, them Tyson fans in their 60s and 50s, them dudes go to bed at 9 o'clock. On the East Coast, they was, man, what's going on with Tyson, man? When he fighting? Who's this young rapper out here? This damn
Right.
going on. I don't know.
They still think Tyson on
rolling
out there
down
and
the
then,
street,
like,
smoking.
still fighting.
Yeah, they in there trying to watch the damn fight.
Right.
Yeah,
Man.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter. She was saying, "What did they do to boxing? They turned it into a whole concert."
Right. I'm like, come on. What's
I
all
know
this?
she ain't talking. He just
I know she ain't talking.
Oh,
You know,
Oh, but as far as her, yeah.
I was entertained, man. YG getting out there blood walking, man. I was entertained, Dad.
I was not entertained by that concert, especially.
No, dude. No, I wasn't entertained by that. It was some dude that came out to like some like pink jacket on and some little freaking Betty.
Yeah, that boy.
I'm like, man,
Wiz Khalifa.
Nah, St. John or somebody.
Spaghetti Wop.
He said Fetty Wap.
Man, I want
everybody.
No, YG was saying
I missed that part.
Yeah, the concert. The concert was cool until French Montana popped in. That's like,
I hating on French
money or something.
French Montana got records. Y'all niggas just don't know.
Early when it first kicked off, French Montana, they played that recording earlier. They replayed it later on. I was like,
did he come back out? I was like, wait a minute, is this the same thing?
The French Montana thing, so they just replayed it later on. And they
was that in place because of Lil Wayne? That's probably because Lil Wayne didn't show up. Probably.
Yeah, that's probably
I'm going to call French Montana terrible, man.
Oh, Lil Wayne didn't show
up. By far.
See, you just told me you listen to
But he ain't no rapper.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that man Tyson.
That was the one.
Like,
that was the one I liked. That was mac and cheese, like 3 or 4. One of them, Dad. That was like acceptable.
3, like that was his joint right there.
Yeah, after the fight, that man Tyson was like, "I want to do it again.
No, he didn't.
I want to go again."
Yeah, Mike could have won another 4 rounds.
He could have won another 4 rounds.
No, he said you want to keep going, like you want to keep doing it. You want to do another fight.
Look, it looks like Mike could have went 12, man. It looks like Mike could have went 12.
No, I'm just saying he want to go and like he wants to fight another match. Like you know what I'm saying? He wanted to keep doing it.
Mike went up and
do it
at all.
I told
Mike didn't look tired like that.
I don't know if y'all kept up with him on the socials. Like he be doing skits with like other like Instagram personalities and stuff. So I've been watching him for years. Like I'm like, yo, like he about to work Roy because I knew.
Dog, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be first one to call it. Watch y'all working Tyson up.
That's what I was saying. Like, that's what I was saying. I've been watching this podcast for like the last year. And he get on his podcast. He always talk about he got that hunger back. He got that itch.
Yeah.
He got that itch.
I'm like, Mike been out here smoking, chilling. I'm like, dude, for a dude who's smoking, Mike out here doing all right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Boosie was saying, like on DJ Black. He was like, I don't know the way how he was smoking weed. I don't know.
Old peekaboo style going.
Mike got all
I know is they setting up false hope in Tyson, and whoever they put back in the ring gonna kill him.
They did not put him in there with Shannon Briggs.
Whoever they put him in the ring against, they gonna kill him in the ring.
No, they from the same
They
hood.
setting them up. Shut up, dog.
Oh,
Ain't
him
no
and Shaq
way.
from the same
Tyson
hood.
might fight him.
Hey.
He gonna
Hey,
might.
Listen,
I just don't know if he's on.
listen. Don't nothing make you feel better than seeing Mike knock somebody out. You know what I'm saying? We hope Mike goes in there and kills somebody.
Somebody gonna kill that boy in the ring.
Somebody said that is the only one that saw 2020.
Boy got hit on the top of the head right by the end of that round. He had stumbled, man. He went back to the corner like,
Tyson better not get back in the ring with nobody else. Cause whoever get back in the ring,
I feel bad for his ribs, man. He was taking man, every time he had to clinch to survive. He had to clinch up to survive. But man, Mike was tearing the ribs up, dog. He was tearing them up.
Man, Roy held him for like 3 minutes.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, it looked like Mike was getting irritated too. I'm like, oh man, stop holding.
The ref wasn't doing his job.
He was not doing his job. I'm like, dude, break the hole. Come on now.
He was like, I'm like, the ref got money on it. He on DraftKings. Like, no, y'all gotta lose. This gotta go to distance.
Yep, exactly. That's what he was doing.
That's what it was.
The ref sitting there posed up. The ref sitting there posed. I'm like, what are you doing? Bring it up.
Right. I'm like, dude, come on, do your job.
No, the ref knew like we knew.
I understand that.
It was gonna be over if he let them go.
No, Roy this. Roy with that left hook on Tyson. Like that was a nice hook.
Yeah,
like,
Roy was killing with the left hook.
Listen, that was the best thing, man. Roy, that's all Roy could do was clinch up.
Yeah,
he was clinching up, but he was getting tired too, man. That man was exhausted.
Like round 2,
second round, the third round.
Roy didn't the fight.
I did get nostalgic, like when Roy started doing all the dancing with his arms behind his back and all, like all this stuff that I do.
Mike Tyson,
you can't do that, bro. Not with Mike.
I did get nostalgic on that.
An agreement, like
I mean, that's part of Roy's show, though. He's gonna do that regardless. That's part of Roy's show.
Not against Mike.
He did. Back in the day.
Hey, Mike, look,
should have happened back in the day.
Hey, Roy Jones, to his credit, he ducked a couple of them that was going to end his life. You know what I'm saying?
Tell LeBron, let's go. I'm ready.
Oh God, no, Lord.
LeBron gonna break his foot off when you sing though.
All right. I got Cena winning that.
LeBron looked like he. I ain't seen LeBron gonna go after that Miami last.
Hey, so far, NBA players are 0-1 in boxing.
Oh, did y'all see what Nick Young said?
As it stands today, they are 0-1.
Y'all see what Nick Young said?
I think my blackness and my anger would just take LeBron out, period. I don't think about all the corruption he did to the league.
Cena gonna be like, Cena gonna be like Saturday Field.
Cena gonna walk in the room and be pointing straight at Cena before he get in. He gonna walk in the room and point straight forward.
Cena gonna be Cena gonna be like anime, gonna have all the flashbacks of what LeBron did, and then he just gonna punch LeBron.
Right.
But what did Nick Young say? What did he say?
Oh yeah, Nick Young said. I'm gonna tell y'all what Nick Young said.
I'll tell you, I got your stepdaddy with me.
You cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
I'm coming with mama ex-boyfriend with me too.
Oh no!
And I'm
you gonna bring out Delonte West?
Instagram.
They be like, Ceno's playing the head.
I got you.
Ceno's playing the mind games. He's locked in with the mind games.
I'm gonna tell you what Nick Young said. Nick Young said that was no reputation of the NBA family. He said, "Gotta call Gil. Now we gotta go. We ain't going out like that. Time to get the strap." Talking about Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, Delonte still fighting boxing match? No, that never happened. He ain't gonna fight his stepdaddy.
Oh no!
Damn. That's gonna be hard to do over his knee. Imagine the holidays around now.
He does not want that.
Oh, me versus AK, man.
He does not want that.
Go fetch me my slippers.
Ack don't want that.
That one first.
Hey, Ack was training in boxing. I see him boxing on the IG like a couple earlier this year.
Oh,
I've seen that.
Oh, now that would be lit. Cino versus Academics.
Not gonna show up.
He gonna call him Teletubby.
Ack is not gonna show up. He is not gonna show up, dog.
Man, Cino better not get in the ring, man, and beat up that kid.
Academics.
Cino better not get in the ring and beat up that kid, man.
He ain't no baby. He almost 30 years old. He almost 30.
He older than you, T.
He almost 30 years old.
He ain't from my generation, dog.
Academics got
34, 31, 32.
Boy, body up. You think Mike to this body? I'm gonna tear that boy body up, man. I ain't
Yeah, boy, man. Ack finna go. Yeah.
What you say when you hear that?
All that Hennessy's finna come out.
Only thing I see Ack in is a food contest. It's a food contest. That's the only thing.
Nah, Cino been working out low key.
He is not showing up for no fight. No.
I'll be ref. I can't tell if he down or not.
Man, you gonna know that boy down. He gonna be looking like Peter Griffin when he bumped his knee.
He gonna turn his back.
Oh yeah, the undercard of Cino.
I'll be running.
Oh yeah, the undercard of Cino and LeBron is gonna be Willie D and Chuck what's it called? What's his name? Chuck. Damn, I forgot his name. Charles Barkley. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be funny.
Man,
Charles ain't getting no
man, come on.
Charles ain't finna
That's
fight.
the heavyweight.
Charles gonna be sitting in the corner telling you he ain't gonna fight.
He did.
Right.
Though. I watched that fight. Yeah.
Charles
Charles
don't
gonna be sitting in the corner telling you he ain't finna do it.
Nah, they need to duke it out, man.
One night.
Man, Willie D will put that boy to sleep, dog. Willie D will put that boy to sleep.
He done put Grandmaster Millie Mel to sleep, dude.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Willie D. He was like, man, I know I'm tripping. That ain't Willie D fight from the
Man,
game.
that's
Man,
Willie D.
It was Willie D. He's
Willie
like,
D
man,
was the Golden Glove champion.
I know I ain't tripping. That's Willie D.
Man, Willie D look a little off, dog, and all his podcasts and all that stuff. He be looking off, like he got to think 2 seconds. Nah, dog. Charles,
Nah, that's true.
Yeah, Willie
Charles
D.
need to leave that alone. Charles need to sit back at TNT. He need to go eat his hot dogs, his chicken.
I'm gonna make you read these nuggets.
That's the mind of a lunatic.
Man,
a lunatic right there.
He don't want that smoke. I don't want to see Charles get his butt whooped like that, dog.
Man, Willie D got that mind of a lunatic.
Willie D box, man.
Willie D.
Yeah.
Willie D box.
Willie D was
Willie D. Willie D had a pro record. Willie D was knocking people out.
Oh damn!
Right.
Y'all don't know, man.
He loves to fight. And he loves to fight.
Ring whooping somebody for real in a real fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, hey man, dude. Not even just Willie D. The Ghetto Boys, all of them, they Ghetto Boys for real, dude.
Yes.
Not just Willie D and stuff.
Angela versus Nadexta.
You said who?
And Angela choked the mess out that little girl, man.
I got
Angela Yee versus the
That girl, the desk look like she finna go get her nails done and go chill white girl. She don't want that.
That's gonna look like a tomboy.
Angela Yee has never been in a fight in her life either. She has said that on the radio.
That means she don't need to be fighting at all anyway, man.
You don't need to fight, dog. No.
She's gonna go get latte, go hang out
Starbucks
with her suburban crew or suburban white boy crew.
Right. She finna go to Starbucks.
Right. And then the closest thing she got, I scratched a black girl before. I scratched it. Look at my nails. I will go there. Get your ass out the way. That's far as she's going with.
Yeah, y'all be academics and tell academics to get his butt in here.
You gotta wake him up.
Man, academics gonna put Wayno in his place.
That got to be woke up.
Man, who y'all got? Lisa Ray
You have to
or the
fight
Brat?
Wayno. You gonna be like, who?
You said who?
Who you got? Lisa Ray or the Brat?
Man, they're not gonna fight each other. They sisters, man.
Lisa Ray or Holly Berry.
I'm just putting it out there.
Lisa Ray.
No,
I was gonna say Holly Berry, but I don't think that would be fair.
No, man, Lisa Ray tear that ass up.
Jaguar Ray. Crap out of Jaguar Ray.
Hey, Casino. Somebody
Chicago.
said they said Royce the 5'9" or Casino.
Man, it's Casino, boy. Royce can
See, I don't have that kind of anger towards Royce. Yeah, like
Dude,
like,
after I saw D12 on that beef, how they went off on dog. I got Cino beating Royce, dog. Cause I saw Royce little squad, dog, like little and all that.
I mean, good, but they mouth next though.
It's him and his brother.
Yeah,
his brother.
Yeah, but I'm like, no, Royce got some.
50 would love to fight Ja Rule.
Like, he ain't that guy no more. Like he's after he got out of jail, he ain't that guy no more. He stopped drinking.
I will pay to see Ja Rule versus 50 Cent in the ring.
Oh yeah, I would pay to see that. I would definitely pay to see that. 50 used to box.
I know 50 used to box.
That means
They fight, man. The lights gonna go out, and then 50 gonna end up stabbed.
20 plus years.
I swear. Now, 50 heard that.
50 would definitely hurt that.
Golden Glove. That was like 25 plus years ago. I don't want to hear that.
Man, he still probably got it.
Okay, dog. You set that up with John 50 right now. John finna be on the body bag, bro. John,
this dude in New Jersey throwing chairs at random dudes.
So I mean, when you get shot for 9 times, you ain't wrapped too tight.
Right, dog.
Right.
You on edge.
Two things happen. Either they become.
Have you seen?
Wait a minute. I want to hear what Tino got to say. Hold on.
Have you seen him throw that baseball?
Let Tino speak.
Hold on, I can't hear.
Two things happen to them. They either become the most docile, learning, like, hey, I'm happy to be alive and change their ways, or they feel they invincible and they got
Mm-hmm.
they survive that, they become even worse.
Mm-hmm.
And they morph into something else.
Well, I see 50 Cent throw a baseball. He ain't that kind of
the Brat used to date Allen Iverson.
Well, that's a baseball. That's baseball. That's what it is. That's two different things. A baseball is very hard to throw because my brother played baseball. That is hard for real. From the plate. But
hold on. The Brat used to date Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Oh, for real? Oh, wait a minute. That's for real though?
Yeah, she's
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all some young
That came and went.
She wasn't confused back then.
That wasn't like a
long. Oh yeah, back in the day. Oh yeah,
that was like that went like past us like a blip.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I saw it and didn't see it.
I don't find her attractive like that. God damn.
Me neither.
She was fine back in the day.
No, the Brat.
I don't know the Brat. Brat fine as hell.
Yeah, I like them tomboys.
It's not about boy. Look at her back in the day. She was fine back.
Man, y'all sleep on the Brat. She was fine as hell, bro.
Yes,
y'all
I'm pretty sure.
Everybody wanted to tap Brat, bro. Y'all
like in '92 or something.
I would
she had a fatty back then.
I'm sure she does. She be